Hello, my name is Eric McDonald, and this is part two to my Sokoban puzzle level design and mechanics test playthrough. Just showing my mechanics off for my portfolio for my class. For this week, we were tasked with putting another student's mechanic into our game. So as of right now, you see the same level you saw in the first part. You will notice a slight difference with the number above my character's head. This indicates number of moves you have before the tile switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. Lets you know before they switch immediately. I did this to provide more dynamics in the puzzle, as the one step switch was a little too rough and hard to create a puzzle around. But with 2 steps, it gives the player more freedom to explore the different options, and it also gives me as a developer different ways to not make it so challenging, but other ways to implement more mechanics into my game. So I'll go through the level as so. As you see, not much different here, other than you have to think about more moves that you're going to do, because the tiles will switch after 2 moves. Very simple, same as all. Now this is another student's mechanic. It is doors and switches. To switch open the doors. As you can see, I step on it, the green door goes away, but it comes back as soon as I step off the pressure plate. So I would need a cube just for that. As you can see, go through it. And then this is the same door, but I differentiated the colors just so you wouldn't get them mixed up. So here I need the other cube for that. There we go. That is both doors complete, and I can get on to the next level. Now this is where both mechanics get intertwined and put into the same level. As you can see, we have the tile switching, and you can see the doors as well. So I will get through this here. Have to bring this cube here, bring it around. Also, you do notice that the cubes also move tiles as well. They switch the tiles. So you have to be mindful of that. Here we are. As you see, the pressure plate has opened and opened up the other block, so I can put it on the blue pressure plate here, because I cannot get to the level without this pressure plate being pressed down. So I'll come get this, bring it over here. And as you can see, I cannot get over right here, and I cannot push it. I cannot push it up over here because it will get stuck, right? I'll reset real quick so I can show you the proper way to do it. Bring the block over here. Follow it. Bring it down to the green switch. Just like so. Get the other cube. And now this time, we're going to bring it through the same way we just came, so we can restart it and be on the other side of the block. Like so. That way we can underneath it. And we can push the block right on the pressure plate and complete the game. Now I will show you how I implemented these mechanics and how I built upon my own. Here in my BP entity script, if we scroll over here, I have created a new integer variable called steps. This indicates that everything that moves or can be moved will increment steps by 1. I have it set already to 1, just to indicate 1 and 2, so the player can know which step they're on rather than 0 and 1. So steps here is automatically a 1. It will increment by 1 to make it 2. And if it's greater than, if it is greater than or equal to 3, if it's true, then we will switch the tiles and we set steps back to 1. If it is false, then we continue as normal and continue with the move forward script, which gives you that nice number above the head. I also have here in the viewport of the player, it has the move number text above in a nice bright yellow. That is easily set by the look component at camera. I first set it at begin play, so it automatically points towards the camera. And then every time the player moves, it sets that rotation. I also did the same for the interactable cubes, which of course they don't rotate, so it's just only put at begin play. Now how I got the doors, the door and the door pad. Here in the actual door itself, I have a few variables here to see if it's open and the different colors of the door, which I immediately put as a enumerator, so you can easily, so it's easily changeable between green, blue, and orange, so the player can detect which door goes to which pad. But actually how I got it done, in begin play, you set interval false just so no bugs happen. I have two functions here, open and close door. It just changes if it's enterable or not enterable, and then it sets that visibility of the cube. Now where all the magic happens is the door pad itself. Now on entered, any entity that enters, it will open the door. You can also put a second door. If there is a second door, you can put that here and it will open that door as well. Same thing with on exit, it will close the door if anything is entering it, and it will detect if you have that second door variable, and if you do, it will also close that second variable door. Very simple, but very effective. And now with the level design, this one was just an introduction so you know how the cubes work with the doors and how they interact. Very simple, nice intro for the player. And for the third one, again, just to combine both of the mechanics, have the different switch tiles just to give the player a little challenge. Has a cube locked in, so the player also has to use, again, their mind to make sure they know that the green interacts with the green doors. The tile, obviously, they see, or not the tile, I'm sorry, the cube. It has to come out of this room to interact with the blue switch. And then all the rest is the player's thinking, which I think is very, very intelligent on how the level is played out.